Hello, hello, hello. A very warm welcome to all our lovely listeners out there. You are listening to Learn English with Podcast, the show where we help you improve your English while talking about things that actually matter in real life. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah. We are so happy to have you with us today. How are you doing today, Mark? You look a little bit tired? Or is it just my imagination?
No, you're right, Sarah. I'm a bit exhausted. To be honest, I had a very long weekend. A friend asked me to help him paint his entire apartment. I really wanted to just stay home and read my book, but when he asked, I just couldn't say the word no. So I spent 12 hours painting walls instead of resting.
Oh, Mark, I know that feeling so well. It's so hard to say no, isn't it? You want to be helpful, you want to be a good friend, but then you end up with no energy for yourself. And that is exactly what we are talking about today. How to say no without feeling guilty.
It is such an important topic. I think many English learners feel this too, not just in their own language, but also in English. Sometimes we say yes because we don't know the right words to say no politely.
Exactly. But before we dive deep into this, think about this metaphor, everyone. Imagine your time and your energy are like water in a small bottle. You only have one bottle for the whole day. Every time you say yes to a favor you don't want to do, you are giving a big splash of your water to someone else. By the afternoon, your bottle is empty. You are thirsty, tired, and you have nothing left for your own plants, your own goals.
That's a perfect way to see it, Sarah. We need to keep some water for our own garden. Now, before we share our secrets on how to save your water, we have a small favor to ask. If you enjoy our podcast, please like this episode, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend who always says yes to everything. It really helps us grow and keep making these lessons for you.
Yes, please. It means the world to us. Now, Mark, you told us about the painting. But tell me, why do you think it was so hard to say no?
Well, I think I have a no refusal history. I remember a few years ago when I started my first office job. I was so nervous and I wanted everyone to like me. There was a colleague, let's call him John. John was very nice, but he was very disorganized. Every Friday at 4 p.m., just when I was ready to go home and start my weekend, John would come to my desk. He would say, "Mark, buddy, I'm so behind on this report. Can you just help me for 10 minutes?"
Oh, I can see where this is going. Was it really 10 minutes?
Never. It was always 2 hours. I felt a cold knot in my stomach every time I saw him walking toward me. I felt angry at him, but mostly I felt guilty. I thought, if I say no, he will think I'm not a team player. He will tell the boss I'm selfish. So I said yes every single week for 3 months. I missed my gym classes. I was late for dinners with my family, and I felt miserable. I was a people pleaser, and it was destroying my happiness.
That is a classic moment no, Mark. I've been there too. My story is a bit more personal. A couple of years ago, my cousin asked me to bake 50 cupcakes for her baby shower. Now, I like baking, but that week I had a huge English certification exam. I was stressed, I hadn't slept, and I needed every hour to study.
Did you tell her that?
No! When she called, she was so excited. She said, "Sarah, you're the best baker in the family. Only you can do this." I felt so much pressure. I felt that if I said no, I would ruin her special day. So, I spent the whole night before my exam baking. I was crying while mixing the sugar and flour. I was so tired the next day that I could barely focus on the English listening test. I passed, but with a very low score. I realized that my yes to her was a no to my own success. It's normal to feel this way. But we have to learn that saying no to others is often saying yes to ourselves.
Wow, Sarah, 50 cupcakes. That's a lot of flour. But you're right, we have to find a balance. So let's help our listeners. We have prepared 4 practical tips to help you say no with confidence and kindness.
This is my favorite one. Often, we say yes immediately because we feel put on the spot. Someone asks a question, and we feel we must answer in 1 second.
Right. So the golden pause is about giving yourself space. Instead of saying yes, okay, try saying, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you." Or, "I need to think about that. Can I tell you tomorrow?" This takes the pressure away. It gives you time to really ask yourself, do I have enough water in my bottle for this?
It's such a simple trick, but it works. It changes the rhythm of the conversation.
This one is great for being polite. I call it the honest sandwich. You start with something positive, then you put the no in the middle, and you finish with something kind.
Like a sandwich. I love it. Can you give us an example?
Sure, imagine a friend asks you to go to the cinema, but you are too tired. You can say, positive. That sounds like a great movie and I'd love to see you. The no. But I can't come tonight because I really need some rest. Positive. I hope you have a fantastic time, and let's do something next week instead.
That is so much better than just saying, no, I'm tired. It shows you care about the person, but you are also respecting your own limits.
Tip number 3 is about your priority map. You need to know what is important to you right now. If your priority is learning English, then saying yes to a 3-hour phone call with a gossip-loving friend might not fit on your map.
Exactly. It's easier to say no when you have a reason that matters to you. You don't even have to explain the reason to the other person in detail. You can just say, I have a prior commitment. That commitment could be your study time or even your nap time. Your time is valuable.
And finally, the practice mirror. This sounds funny, but it works. Saying no is a skill, like a muscle. If you never use it, it stays weak.
So, you should literally go to your bathroom mirror and practice saying the words out loud. Say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Pay attention to your voice. Try to sound calm and firm, not angry or scared. If you practice alone, it becomes much easier when a real person asks you for something.
No, see, I just practiced. It feels better already.
Laughs. You're getting good at this, Mark. Now, let's move to our word tour. We used some very useful expressions today.
Yes, let's talk about the word guilty. I mentioned feeling guilty when I didn't help my colleague John. To feel guilty means to feel unhappy because you think you have done something wrong. But remember, listeners, saying no to a favor isn't wrong. It's healthy.
That leads us to another word, boundaries. I like to think of boundaries as a fence around your house. If you don't have a fence, people might walk into your garden and pick your flowers. Setting a boundary means telling people what you can and cannot do. It's not being mean, it's being clear.
And what about overwhelmed? We use this a lot. When I had to paint that apartment, I felt overwhelmed. It means you have too much of something, too much work, too much stress, and you feel like you can't handle it, like a wave of water covering your head.
Oh, that's a strong image. We also use the phrase people pleaser. A people pleaser is someone who always tries to make others happy, even if it makes them unhappy. Mark, you were a people pleaser with John.
I was, but I'm recovering now. And the last one for today is assertive. Being assertive means you speak in a way that is confident and direct, but still respectful. It's the middle ground between being too shy and being aggressive.
We've covered a lot today. Let's do a quick recap. We talked about the water bottle metaphor, save your energy. We heard about Mark's Friday office nightmares and my 5-0 cupcake disaster. And we learned 4 tips. The golden pause, the honest sandwich, the priority map, and the practice mirror.
You are doing a great job just by listening to this. Learning to say no takes time, but you can do it. So, here is your tiny goal for today. I want you to find one very small thing to say no to. Maybe it's a second cup of coffee you don't really want, or a small task that isn't your responsibility. Just say no, thank you once today.
Just once. It's a small step, but it's a start. You have the power to protect your time.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Learn English with Podcast. We hope you feel a little more confident about saying that N and O word.
We would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, what is something you find very difficult to say no to? Is it work? Family? Friends? Let's talk about it.
Remember, you are making progress every single day. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.
Until next time, keep learning and stay positive. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.